Well, hello, and welcome back to the tower. So, today we are going to be doing the tournament, so let's go ahead and get started. Our friend Anticube. Oh, wait, do I have any? Oh, we leveled up okay, we're going to level up a lot of things. Okay, well, two things. All right, Dimcore, where are you, Dimcore? There we go, Dimcore. Okay, we're set and ready to go on the modules. Switching to my tournament cards. And let's get started. So here is the bracket. We'll see how we do. So I am still getting the stream set up, but I wanted to get started on the tournament, so here we are. And I do hope everybody is either having a Happy New Year or Happy New Year's Eve. For me, it's clearly New Year's Eve, so I have a lot to look forward to next year. As you know, I'll have a video going live at midnight tonight to ring in the new year for everybody. Except the people have already rung it in, but, you know, he's got to wait. It'll still be New Year's when you get to see it. Honestly, it's kind of my fault because I had it set late, so. Oh, well. What can you do? Alright, this is always harder than it looks to get things set up. I really wish YouTube would remember my set. Maybe YouTube can make a New Year's resolution to remember my settings. That would be amazing. How about that, YouTube? How about you remember my settings for the new year? I would be oh so happy if you did. Now I have to remember. No. This is the way. Alrighty. I need to figure out some kind of music we can play while we do this tournament. I'm sure there's something I could play that's like, you know, royalty free. Hey Maria, how are you doing? I hope you're having a happy new year. I know it's already New Year for you. Hey Dustin, how you doing? I hope you're having a happy new year. And I don't know what kind of bracket I'm gonna get.
Hello.
Hello! Hello, Maria. Welcome to the stream. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
How is 2025 for you?
So far it looks a bit like yesterday.
Oh.
So
Oh, no. Oh,
yeah.
no. We got Fast Dome Ultimate in the tournament. Well, this is going to be another terrible tournament. But I hope everybody's having a Happy New Year. It's just this is not a fun tournament to do. So what have you done so far this New Year's, Maria? I'm sure you've been up to all kind of mischievous things, being the fox that you are.
Not really. Just hanging out with my dad for a while.
Oh, did he celebrate New Year's with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how's his New Year going?
Yeah, it's fine.
Only fine?
Yes.
When will he come to your stream to hang out?
I don't know.
Maybe for your anniversary?
Maybe. Who knows?
Oh, nice, Dustin. What kind of fireworks you got? I don't have anything to blow up a piece of America. And it'd be kind of dangerous. Because if I did blow up fireworks, I'd be shooting them off in my. I'd be doing what Kai did, setting off fireworks in my apartment. Except it was really a
Mm,
set. He had to prove to Twitch or YouTube or whomever that he actually built a set of his streaming place that they. I don't know. I don't. High production values, I guess. You know what I mean?
yes.
I can't wait, Maria, until we can make a set and then sorry, that we can have a streaming enclave and then make a set of that streaming enclave
Mm,
and have a fireworks accident.
yeah. I mean, who knows when I get my like kitchen PC or laptop? Maybe I'll burn my kitchen down or something.
I told you to get a mini PC.
Yeah, I need to look into it.
Okay. Because you could at least use the mini PC as a like where you stream the mini from the mini. You put your input from your main computer and stream it into the mini PC kind of thing.
Mm,
And I don't know if that'll be better or not, but it'll be two systems. Oh, Dustin
yes.
has the good stuff. I saw somebody at Costco, dude. They were selling huge, and I mean huge boxes of fireworks for $500. Okay, like look, there's no reality where I could spend $500 on fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no reality. But I saw somebody who had not one thing of the $500 fireworks, not two things of the $500 fireworks, but two things of the $500 fireworks and the smaller $250 fireworks. So $1,250 is just going up in smoke for him this New Year's.
Nice.
Must be nice, yeah.
I mean, hey, if you have.
If you have money to burn, you can burn it.
Yeah, like literally burn.
Yes. Yeah, that's a lot of money on fireworks, dude. I would love to be his friend. I should have sat by his car and been like, "Oh, you got a lot of fireworks. Can I come over to your house for New Year's?"
Mm.
So as a kid, I had sparklers, and we did have the what are the things? They're like the and they were kind of more fun than, well, safe, but also kind of more fun than fireworks. We had those like the snap pops you throw to the ground. Those were a lot of fun. Did you have those,
Mm.
Maria, growing up?
I think so.
Did you do that on? I guess for you, well, you would do it on New Year's, right? You get a bag of them and just you pick one out and like throw it on the ground,
Yeah, I think we had something like that.
and then you made sure not to. No, my parents actually cleaned up because it was all messy all over the place. I forget what they were called. They were like snap pops or something like that. I didn't realize how dangerous sprinklers were until I saw a video where somebody put one in their mouth.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, I mean, not everybody is smart.
Yeah.
Like she didn't like touch her tongue with it. She just put it in her mouth and like it burned her mouth or something. I don't remember. It was like, okay, that's
Yeah.
a oopsie.
Yeah, I mean that's what fire does.
I didn't realize how hot sparklers got either. I didn't realize they burn that hot because I'm like, wow, that's really freaking dangerous.
Mm.
Why was I ever allowed to use like looking back? Obviously we didn't have any accidents with sparklers, but when I look back at it, I'm like, holy crap, my parents must have been insane. I mean, obviously we're supervised, but I just look at it from like the potential for danger.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're super dangerous. Like I think the thing is they're undersold how dangerous they are. Is I guess the best way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had like fireworks in multiple years.
Really? You don't
Yeah.
go outside and blow up a piece of Finland every year to celebrate?
No,
Okay.
no.
I mean, I will say this, that my parents were very, they were very cautious with us to make sure we didn't, like, set the house on fire with the sparklers or anything like that. But looking back, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I used to make my own fireworks.
Really?
Yeah, like if we had like leftover fireworks from New Year's, I will just like rip them apart and like take the gunpowder out of and mix them,
What?
make my own.
Maria? How many fingers do you have after all that?
And
Wow, that's crazy. So the other dumb thing I did as a kid, and fortunately it was just a little bottle rocket, and bottle rockets don't really like explode, at least that I know of, is my friend dared me to shoot a bottle rocket off of my hand, and I just held it the whole time. And it just exhausted all over my hand. It didn't blow up my hand or anything like that. And then looking back, I'm like, wow, that was really stupid. But I mean, it was
yeah,
just a
I mean,
little bottle rocket, it was just supposed to shoot off into the sky.
yeah.
Okay, apparently that's common things.
Mm.
Fireworks and apparently it's a common thing, but they can cause yeah. Jeez, that's wild. That's another reason why I don't have fireworks. They're so dangerous. Now that I'm adult, I know they're so dangerous. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'll let the professionals do it.
Mhm.
I was never big on going. Do you ever go to the fireworks?
Oh, say what?
Do you ever go to see the fireworks?
Um, they they used to like city used to shoot fireworks, but I don't know if they do it still.
Okay. Because my mom loved to go see the professional fireworks, and you know what? It was free. But you know what the problem
Mhm.
is?
What?
It was free. So you see, I mean, I'm sure it is. Well, I didn't ever do fireworks as a kid. My parents, no, the most I got was sparklers and like snap pops or whatever they're called.
Mm. Yeah, we had like all kind of fireworks,
Oh, bang snaps, I guess.
like Roman candles, like the big bottle rockets,
Yeah, no, I never did any of that. Absolutely not. My mom was like,
Thunder
nope,
Kings.
nope.
I remember like well, I mean, of course, I was with them, but I didn't do it. But like some of my classmates
Hmm.
in, what was it, sixth grade or in the middle school, I think,
Hmm.
they used like the Thunder Kings to like blow up like those shall I call it, like the public boxes that you can put your glass bottles in to recycle.
The recycle bin?
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
blew up the recycle bin?
Well, not the bin itself, but like the glasses inside.
Are you got,
Oh yeah, Roman candles are pretty neat.
I've never seen a Roman candle in person.
It's like Harry Potter magic wand. They shoot like the things out of the tip.
I would like because my family was so strict about fireworks as a kid, I never got too into fireworks.
Mm,
And I don't think they were wrong. Roman candles are fireworks constructed. Well, you can't have Roman candles, Maria. They're illegal in Finland. Are you breaking the
No,
law? Yes, they are.
no, they aren't.
Yes, they are.
No, they aren't.
Yes, they are. I'm reading the Wikipedia article right now. Roman candles are banned in some countries as they have a tendency to malfunction. They are banned in Finland. That's where you live, right?
No, why are they still selling them then?
I I think there's two different kinds of Roman candles. You're talking about the ones on the ground, right?
Yeah, like these sticks.
I don't think those are called Roman candles because these are the ones that you shoot them in the sky and they blow up and they blow into pieces and they blow up even more. So a
Mm,
lot of exploding.
no, like the Roman candle I know is like the stick that shoots like periodically. How on earth is that banned in Finland?
I mean, I don't disagree. I'm just saying like my parents were just like they let me have sparklers and they let me have the snap pops, but I wasn't too into fireworks uh because again, most of the fireworks was going somewhere to go see them and the issue was when something is free, everybody shows up to see the free thing, and it's very crowded, and like it's like you go there, you see the 15-minute show, and then you have to go home, and it's like, oh, yeah, okay, I could have avoided all that and just stayed at home, and that would have been fine.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I thought it was a Roman candle too, but it doesn't like that's not the Roman candle.
Mhm. Mm.
I don't know what they're called. I know it's like an actual big candle you put on the ground, right? And you light it and it shoots stuff all over the ground. Sort of like this, I think, but this is like a super ridiculous one. This is probably not one you would just buy. That's what
Oh yeah, those things.
like I said, I didn't really do a whole lot of fireworks because I also was super into video games, so I never really cared about fireworks. For me, it was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
you know what I'd rather do rather than go watch the fireworks? Can I stay home and play video games? I was a
Mm.
very good child as long as I got to play video games. Oh, really? Hold them in your hand. I don't know, because this is the problem is I don't know the names of fireworks, but they're allegedly banned in Finland. That's the part we're confused about. And Maria says
Yeah,
she
it
has
seems
them.
like two classes of smaller fireworks were banned, Roman candles and bottle rockets.
Hmm.
But I swear to God they still sell those.
Oh, all right. Well, that guy shot something in the air. I also almost got shot by the. Yeah. Okay. I know what a Roman candle is. You shoot them in the air. They're not the thing I'm thinking of. You literally shoot like if you go to the article, you can see the guy shooting it off. He shoots it in the air and then it explodes in the air. He shot it from his hand though.
Yeah, we didn't shoot those like from the hand. We like put it in the snow and shot them.
But I mean, you still shot
Right.
it in the sky, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I have never shot anything except like the witches' whistles from the hand.
Which is what the hell are those?
Yeah, I think it's a type of a bottle rocket that you must like launch by throwing it.
Huh. Yeah, I've never, like I said, I've never done. Let's see. Let me look up American fireworks. And then as an adult, I'm like, wow, fireworks are so expensive. I'd never. Why would I ever purchase these?
Yeah.
It also doesn't help that like I'd be doing a fireworks show for me, and if
Hmm.
I really want to see a fireworks show, um, that's wrong. Types of fireworks. There's a mortar. There's a sparkler. There's
Mhm.
novelty. Oh, I must be thinking of the fountain.
Oh yeah, we have those.
I must be thinking of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fountain. I thought the fountain was the Roman candle. Oh no, I get it, Dustin. It helps that I don't have kids, so I don't have like not having kids also makes it really easy not to get into fireworks. 6 types of fireworks explained. I feel like I am so, what's the word, Maria? Ignorant. I'm now Googling
Mm.
types of fireworks.
Yeah, yeah. I think I probably shot like all
Like,
possible.
yeah, no, like I said, my experience with fireworks was just sparklers and stuff like that. And I think it was because on the news they were always talking about the best kind of thing to do for your kids with fireworks is not set off your own fireworks and go watch a show. And that's why that was what my parents did. They were like, "Oh yeah, we can just go watch a show. You know, it's free." A lot of places, they'd always talk about just go see the professionals do it. You won't have an accident if somebody else is doing it. And I mean, they were right. I got
Yeah, I remember one New Year, like one of the rockets attacked my mom.
really. Did your
Yeah, like
mom
the thing
did your
that
mom DPS it down?
sure. I
Oh,
mean,
she
it burned
did.
her jacket, but
Wait, it burned her jacket?
yeah,
That doesn't sound like she DPS'd it down, Maria. That sounds like she tanked it.
it was one of those like when you lit it, it starts to like spin and jump in the air.
Oh, a spinner.
Yeah, but that one did not go straight up. It like started
It went
chasing
all
my
over.
mom.
Oh.
Yeah,
Can I use fireworks anywhere? No. Firework laws vary by location. Always check your local regulations before using them, especially aerial fireworks. Do,
Mhm.
how far should I
Yeah.
stand from fireworks? For ground based types of fireworks like fountain, stand at least 35 feet away. For aerial fireworks, a distance of 150 feet is recommended to keep everyone safe. I don't know. They would shoot all these fireworks, at the beach, and we'd
Yeah.
watch them.
I mean, for us, it was like 5 meters, give or take.
5 meters.
Yeah, that's like 15 feet.
No,
Yeah,
no. That's like
yeah, yeah.
that's 3 refrigerators. So
Mm.
you need to be about 3 refrigerators away from the fireworks. What? No? Maybe okay. Maybe more like 4 dishwashers. Is that a better unit for you, Maria?
No, I use meters.
Well, this is you're a guest on an American stream
I
now.
know that's why I transferred them to feet.
No. I said 4 dishwashers. That's about three.
I mean, I don't have a dishwasher, so I don't know.
Oh well, how high is your counter?
Um,
It would fit under your counter, so it's like 4 of those.
7, sure.
Most counters are 1 counter length high. I think that's like about
No
a
kidding.
huh?
No kidding, that counter is one counter height.
I think it's
Or...
about a 1 counter length. I bet you anything. If you go and measure your counter, it's about 1 meter ish, like a little over a meter.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So again, you take 4 dishwashers. That's how far away you need to stand from the firework.
Mm,
You're not getting
what?
this, are you?
I'm not sure.
That's the meme that Americans will measure anything in any
Oh,
unit
yeah,
but
yeah.
the metric system. Yeah, it's like 3 refrigerators or 4 dishwashers away. That's about how far.
I'm new. I'm
You
like
know,
you.
about 2 car lengths.
I mean, at least you use the IS system for some things.
Yeah, for computer storage?
Well, I mean, for drugs and ammunition.
We have the 9 millimeter, but we also have the 45, the
Mm.
50, the 22, the
Mhm.
223, which is the NATO approved round, and a couple other ones. Oh, I guess the ones I'm thinking of are just called fountains. They're cone fountains and cylindrical fountains.
Mm.
Honestly, I remember when I went to the beach to go to the fireworks show and somebody shot a firework at me and somehow it barely missed me, and I was like, "Oh, well, that's something." I couldn't believe that they just shot the firework at me.
Freedom fractions.
Let's see. Oh, and then there's firecrackers.
Oh, shot a lot of those.
Yeah, I've never done firecrackers. I'll maybe take that back. I think maybe my dad set off firecrackers because those are pretty tame.
Yeah.
Oh, they have the Godfather firework combination on the site. It's only $1,099. It's over 100 pounds and has everything you want for celebration. It has 500 grams. It has artillery shells, multi shots, fountains. You want it? It's probably already in the Godfather.
Mm-hmm. That is a lot of buckaroos to spend on fireworks.
Yes, 126 pounds of fireworks.
With how many?
126 pounds of fireworks.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's like the size of a small human already.
Yeah. Well, I don't think a small human is 126 pounds. Oh, this is nice. They at least have pictures of what some of the fireworks are. So for people like me who don't understand fireworks, we can shop by watching the videos to determine what they do. Hey, Sar. Hey, Gloopty. I hope you guys are having a very happy New Year. Or happy New Year's Eve, depending on when it is.
I should be right back.
Okay. We're talking about fireworks because I never had any fireworks. My parents were very concerned about me and fireworks. Sky Lantern USA. Nothing found. Hey, very hotties, how are you doing? And happy New Year's Eve to you too. Thank you for stopping by. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, and Maria and I are going to watch a movie. You got a movie for us to watch. I'll wait for her to talk about it when she gets back. We can't stream it, obviously, because we don't own the rights to the movie. It's not our movie, it's somebody else's movie we're going to watch, though. Oh, hey, Scorch, how are you doing? What would you like to see in my Ultimate Weapons? Because here they are. We'll go slow. Oh, just smart missile. He's right here. 170 to 152 to 170. Yeah, I need to figure out how we can do that, Sar. Like, I don't know how we can. Well, maybe we could just do it in Maria's Discord.
Back.
Hi, Maria.
Hello.
Are we gonna have a watch party with some of your Discord friends?
I don't know.
Okay, she doesn't
What?
know. Do people want to have a watch party with us? Because we could do that, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
It'd be a great way to ring. So it's a Finnish movie that's like John Wick.
Hmm. I mean, why not?
Yeah, sorry, you want to come? It's the Maria. Link the trailer.
Yeah, I can link the trailer. Moment.
So Scorch, I've been focusing on economy, so my ultimate weapons are not the most ultimate. Outside of my gold tower, he's pretty ultimate.
Here is the trailer.
Did you put the trailer in the chat?
Oh, yes, I did, yes.
That's weird. It didn't show. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe it's too. I didn't see it. Wait, did you put it in the stream chat or my chat?
The stream chat.
I wonder if it censored it because it's a link.
Mm,
Hold on.
no, it might be. Who knows?
And sorry, you're not old. You're well traveled.
All right, yeah.
Okay, I don't even see it when I put. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right, so hopefully everybody can see that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Finnish movie.
Yes.
Hold on. I don't know why that happened. Uh-oh. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Did you hear that noise in the background, Maria?
Don't think so.
Oh, okay. I wonder if YouTube heard the noise. You really didn't hear it?
No.
Hey, Fat Beast, how you doing? Okay. I'm just curious if it got it. I'm curious if my noise cancel it or not. That's what I'm really curious about because I heard it. It was a thing. You would recognize it, Marie, if you heard it, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I heard anything.
Oh, okay, maybe my noise canceler's working. I'm also doing my laundry in the background because there's no better way to ring in the new year than in clean clothing. Oh, did you put the 5 coins outside your door?
No, I mean I did get like coins out.
Did you put them outside your door?
I mean I can go to
All right, we're gonna have to put you on honorary my time zone for New Year's because you were supposed to do it before on New Year's Eve, Marie. I told you. I don't know why we were supposed to do this, but I did it. You know, I was really disappointed, Maria. Well, go put the coins out first.
No, okay. Wait, outside, or to take like the stairwell?
I heard. So here's the instructions I received outside of your door. So I assumed I opened my front
The
door and put them
main door,
outside.
yeah.
Yeah, not like run all the way downstairs and put them outside in the elements.
Okay.
That's at least how
Yeah,
I
right.
interpreted the instruction.
Mm-hmm. I shall go do that then.
And I know it doesn't make any sense, chat, but somebody we know said asked us to do it, and I mean, you know, I'm willing to try new things. And let me tell you something: putting stuff outside of my apartment really doesn't take a lot of effort. And plus, I have a pile of what I call found coins that I have found in my travels because I walk a lot. And so I'm like, well, I can just use some from that pile. Yeah, it's a great trailer. Yes, I found it on the ground, Sar. I'm sorry, I'm not going to open up a lost and found for somebody's dime. It was 2 pennies, a nickel, and 2 dimes. Actually, when I lived at my other place, I walked even more. And I found $20 2 different times on the street. Just floating around in the street, nobody looking after it. So you know what? I said I will be responsible and I will take care of this $20. And I did. I think I'm a good person. How are you skipping New Year's, Omega? New Year's is not like a thing you can skip. As far as I know, it's going to happen regardless. Exactly, Mac. I can't just go leaving money unattended on the ground. What if something happened to it? It could get hit by a car. It could go into the sewer. It could get rained on. I'm very much a humanitarian when it comes to taking care of money and keeping it off the streets. And if you see any money on the street, please let me know. I will go rescue it. Yeah, what was up with that? The time bomb ultimate weapon. Is there like another tower game or something, or a ripoff game?
Well, I put, just in case, I put coins on both outside both of my doors.
Wait, what's your other door?
The balcony door.
Oh. Damn, Fat. You're a much more honest kid than I was, because I would have just uh relocated that $20 into my pocket.
Mm.
Are you serious,
What,
Omega?
what is the largest sum of money you have found?
I mean, me?
Mm.
$20.
And that, of course. I did find 50 euros once.
What'd you do with it?
I took it.
Okay, did you take care of it?
Yes.
Did you give it a good home?
Mm-hmm.
That was very responsible of you.
Yes.
And you weren't honest, Fat. You were, I would say you were naive, right? You trusted that people would be honest, and they weren't, and then you're out $20. I don't know if did you see that TikTok trend, like just the purse or something like that? Or she deserves the purse?
No, I don't use TikTok.
Wait, really? I mean, are you like serious, Omega, right now? Or are you just messing with me? Because I feel like you're messing with me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you learned a life lessons for $20 when you were a kid. That probably saved you more than $20 later in life. You know, that's the probably the best way to look at it.
Mhm.
So you're telling me, if I have an ancient device, I could have gotten the time bomb ultimate weapon. It's so weird. Like I feel like I'm being messed with. That because that's such a weird thing. Okay, good. I got rid of that. Okay. Well, that's where I saw it. I saw it on Reddit, and I thought it was like somebody had hacked the game or something like that.
Time bomb instead of poison swamp.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about it on the Reddit other than people like talking about it like it's a conspiracy. Yeah, that's what I thought, because it's in the style of the tower, but I don't believe it's in the game.
Mhm. Hmm.
Okay, wait a second. Has anybody seen the Red Castle?
A red castle.
Yeah, I'll link to the post. Well, that's weird, because Shockwave was lagging everybody for a while. Okay, I have to link this to the chat because I don't know if this is real or not. Hold on. Hey, Skylar, how you doing? Now I understand your name. What do you mean by a progress review?
Mhm. And the progress review.
Yeah, I've never done a progress review. That's why I'm like, what? I mean, I do have uh footage, but I need more information to know what I'm. I mean, because there's no reason I couldn't do it as the next episode. I don't think, but I need. Oh, I have no. Can you describe what Greenie and Crowbar Zero do? Because I don't I am not familiar with what they do. I watch them sometimes, but I'm not familiar with what they do. Is it just like a hey, here's how the year started and how it ended kind of thing? Because I could do that for the next episode. It's very appropriate as it is the first episode of the next year, 2025. Are you ready for 2025, Maria?
I mean, I'm already living it.
Okay, I hope you're ready for it. I mean, you kind of don't have a choice now. Kind of snuck up on us.
No, yeah.
Just last week, it felt like it was Christmas.
I mean, yeah, sure, it felt like Christmas, yes.
I mean, didn't it feel like just last week it was Christmas to you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, so they do like a project plan of what they're going to do next. Okay. I mean, sure, I do that like every episode, honestly. Every episode is me forecasting what I'm going to do for the next like 3 months. That's kind of like every episode I do, because I always go, okay, we're doing this research, this research, this research, and then I'm gonna do these 12 researches, and then sometimes I have to stop myself because I'm like, wait a second, I just planned the next 6 months of my tower's life out.
Hmm.
Like it's gonna be tricky for me. That's fair. I mean, I can always do it as the next episode. I'm not against that, but that's usually what my episodes are. It's like, here we are, here's where we're going, but I can do a more grandiose version.
Mm. Mm.
No, White Castle's a joke. Well, so Omega, I would agree with you, but I think that's a teaser. The Red Castle is a teaser for the next thing we're gonna do. Because remember, they talked about adding a new piece of content that everybody's going to be able to do in the next patch. And so, like, I remember that Fuds leaked the Legend tournament by he just posted the icon. But I don't know. You're right. It could be a joke. It could not be a joke. Nobody knows. All right. So, Skylar, let me ask you another question. Should I do it? I assume I would do it as the next episode. Or do you want like a standalone, not related to the episode video? Because I would think I would do it as part of the next episode. Nobody knows what the Red Castle is. That's the whole thing. Nobody knows what it is.
No.
Oh, you thought the triangles. Okay. It's so hard to say because, like, okay, the guy who posted this clearly used Fudd's name backwards and clearly put the date the tower launch 6/21. I mean, it's. Oh, I lost my wall. Yeah, we're fine. How are we doing? It's gonna be hard. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm probably not keeping this. Don't get excited.
Oh, number 4.
Yeah, number 4. But I mean, Skylar, I can do that. There's nothing I can't. I mean, it's gonna be. I will say this: it's gonna be hard to do a completely separate progress review thing, and then also have enough content to do another episode. But I'll figure it out. Do I need to have a PowerPoint presentation and spreadsheets? See, the problem, I'll be honest with you guys, the problem I have is I don't have a grandiose plan of what my next year with the tower is going to be. And I'll tell you why. And that's like let's pretend, for the sake of it, let's pretend I did one in 2023. That's just for the fun of it, right?
Mhm.
Do you think I would have predicted elites? And do you think I would have predicted um card masteries? Yeah, no, Skylar, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Um, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just explaining why I've never done it before, and the reason is because the game in just 1 year, the game has changed so much that I could make a prediction. Oh, really? The card masteries were in their other games? I didn't know that. This is the only tech tree game I play, so I didn't know that there was a card mastery thing. I like so the thing is I don't like Are there other games like Planet Miner and the other ones? Do they have PvP or anything like that, or are they just like total PvE? I mean, I'm kind of the most invested in this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured they were all kind of the same incremental games. I did hear that like there are other games like Brick Breaker and stuff like that were a lot more passive, but I didn't know a lot about it honestly. Oh, really? I didn't know Idle Brick Breaker has. How does that game even work? Because I've seen it and I thought it was just like I thought Idle Brick Breaker was just like what was that game? Breakout. Like an idle version of Breakout. You remember Breakout, Maria, right? You played it all the time as a kid.
A breakout?
Yeah. Hey, Happy New Year.
Can't say that I do.
Don't remember Breakout? The game where you got the ball and you smacked the ball with a paddle and you smacked it against the bricks.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Hey, Cyber Knight Princess, how are you doing?
I do remember that one.
Oh, so an idle brick breaker, unlike the tower where you push waves, you just start over and see how far you can get. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So it's like a prestige mode. Is so wait a second. Is idle brick breakers like tournament where you try to get as far as you can in a day? Is that as sweaty as it sounds like? Hey Thomas, how you doing? Because that sounds like it would be really sweaty, to be honest with you. All right, I think we're gonna have to slow things down, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of like Leaf Blower Revolution. Kind of. Yeah, prestige games can be hit or miss because, like, you just keep prestiging and then you get faster at prestiging. And then you prestige more times and then you get more prestige perks to prestige even faster. And so the gameplay, like, it doesn't ever feel like you grow as much as you do the same thing over and over again. At least that's my take. Hey, Gatodactyl, Happy New Year. I hope everybody's having a great New Year. We we might be doing a watch party if you guys want. Oh, Maria, can you give me the link to your Discord? I'll post it in the chat.
Okay.
Woohoo. Well, I
Let's-
guess I guess May is not the operative word. We will be doing a watch party if you guys would like to join us.
Mm, um,
Like like the only thing I'm trying to say, Cyber Knight Princess, is not that it's a bad idea, but just that it can get repetitive. That was all I was saying because any game that's based on prestige and there's no like you have to finish the prestige at some point is kind of what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way. Otherwise, if it just boils down to prestiging, then all you're ever doing is prestiging as fast as possible, and that gets to be pretty repetitive. Okay, Maria has an invite for us. If I guess we will be unofficial squatters on your Discord, Maria, until I make my own.
That's fine.
You're gonna give us all special tags so you know that we're the squatters. Oh, I probably should finish other. Oh, wait, that finished already. All right, well, most of my things just auto completed with Okay, that's fine. I'll get some more defense. Absolute. Let me think of how to describe it. I got you. I would agree, Cyber Knight Princess. It does get boring. So that's the invite to Maria's Discord if anybody would like to join. Yeah, it's prestige. Um, yeah, it's basically so a prestige is generally when you reset the game, you start back from the beginning. But based on, and again, a lot of games do it differently. Based on what you prestige, like what you sacrificed for your prestige, you get usually a different currency. And the only way you can get this currency is through prestiging. And then you can spend that currency to enhance the current game. So one of the games that's really prestige heavy that I play is called Idol Slayer. And I'll walk you through the gameplay of that game because I'm very familiar with Idol Slayer. But we still Maria doesn't play it yet, so I gotta you don't I don't know why you'll never join me in Idol Slayer. I just give her a hard time. It's fine. So in Idol Slayer, like the whole purpose of the game is prestiging. Yeah, Idol Slayer, it's Ascension. So the way the game works in Idol Slayer is you kind of like do quests and you get coins and you spend the coins to upgrade your equipment. The upgraded equipment gives you more coins. There's enemies and you kill the enemies for coins, but the enemies also drop souls. When you first start playing the game, you basically have to play and do some quests until you unlock what's called the Soul Flask and the something else, the Soul Sword or something like that, so you can actually kill the enemies to get to the souls. Then, once you have collected, and for your first one, like if you're just starting out with Idol Slayer, your first one's going to be about 20 souls. You do this thing called Ascension. And what Ascension does is it takes the souls you've collected and turns them into, well, they're technically already Slayer points. But anyways, it takes the idea is the souls turn into Slayer points, and then you convert the Slayer points you've collected into Slayer points you can spend in the like it's like a talent tree. It's more like a talent web because there's a lot of different ways you can go. And basically every time you ascend, you get a bonus once you unlock it in the tree that increases. It's called Soul Reaper. It increases the amount of souls you get. So the gameplay revolves around basically getting to about 20%. And then once you're at about 20% souls, for me, I sometimes do it at 10%. It kind of depends, but I'm way late game. Yes, Mohammed. Yes, it is. And the principle is you prestige again to get even more souls. So like again, following the 20% rule, you would an early game doesn't really follow the 20% rule because you prestige at 20 souls. Then you'd probably go to like another 20 souls and prestige and stuff like that. But as you get further and further in the game, it drifts. It kind of converges to 20%. Yes, you eventually get a bow and you can shoot the bow. You eventually get rage mode, and rage mode makes you bounce up and down on the screen and kill everything on the screen. It used to be kill everything. Now rage mode does have an amount of damage, so if you don't do enough damage, you don't one-shot the things. But that's what a prestige is. I also play Leaf Blower Revolution, which has, and Idol Slayer also has what's called Ultra Ascension. So eventually, you max out your Ascension, and you get to a point. Well, you don't really max it out, but you get to a point during your Ascension and you want to do an Ultra Ascension. And that basically resets you back to the beginning of the game, but gives you these Ultra Slayer points. And Ultra Slayer points you use to invest in Stones of Time. And then what Stones of Time do are basically a flat multiplier to souls and coins and other parts of the game, so that when you replay the game, it's like replaying it but faster because you have these additional multipliers. So that's how Idol Slayer does it. Leaf Blower Revolution also has it, and Leaf Blower Revolution is on its 4th procedure. They just released the fourth one. So in the very beginning of the game, they have like a regular prestige. It's pretty short. Then they have what's called the Big Leaf Crunch, which is a little bit further into the game, and you do a Big Leaf Crunch. Yes, the reason is because of Fast, because the way Fast accelerate everything. So from a very technical way this game works, every frame that is generated in the game, the difference between the two frames is the difference where the little monsters are. Okay. When you have the game on the 5x multiplier, the fast enemies are so fast that they effectively teleport. And what I mean by teleport is, let's pretend that you're standing in a room and you're on one end of a 10-meter table, okay? And let's pretend that your speed between frames is 11 meters, okay? Yeah, give me 1 second, Mohammed. Let me finish this analogy. But while I'm doing this, we need to know your ultimate weapons and stuff like that and what you've done, okay? Your ultimate weapons, what are you researching, things like that. But anyways, back to this analogy. So you're standing on one side of the 10-meter table. And again, your speed is 11 meters per frame. So the way the tower works is it draws the first frame, and you're on the one side of the table. Then it draws the next frame, and you don't actually climb over the table. It just warps you 11 meters. So between the frames, the monsters are technically warping from one coordinate point to the next coordinate point. So due to that's the way the game works, it basically gives them the ability to avoid collision. The only way to counter this is to slow the game speed down. So if you're moving 11 meters per second and I slow you down from, and we'll just say I cut it in half. We go from 5x speed to 2.5x speed. Now you're moving at 5.5 meters a second, and now you can't avoid colliding with the table. When the next frame happens, you're clearly going to be in the middle of the table, and the game will have to decide, are you standing on the table? Is it going to push you back to the other side of the table? So that's why you have to slow the game. Unfortunately. Fast is the only one that does this. And usually 2x speed is good enough, yes. Fast is the only one that causes this problem. And that's why a lot of people, myself included, don't really like the Fast Ultimate, because it forces us to slow the tournament down. So that's a very long and technical explanation of how the game works at a fundamental level. And a lot of games work this way. There's a different kind of collision you can do. I don't remember what it's called. And there's it's like the fancy collision to prevent the warping problem. But that's a lot of additional steps to do mathematically to determine if you're moving through a solid object that you shouldn't be moving through. And a lot of the glitches you see in video games that require quote-unquote frame-perfect inputs revolve around basically manipulating the collision so that the difference between the two frames, the collision isn't detected correctly. So for example, in Super Mario World, you can do kind of like a jump and kind of get inside a block. That's basically using a frame-perfect manipulation so the game doesn't detect your collision on the frames that it's detecting collision until you're in the block. So it has applications in other games too. But yeah, I had to come up with that explanation because somebody asked me last time, like, how this works. I'm sorry you have Poison Swamp, Mohammed.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, Mohammed, you definitely need to prioritize getting not only the 4th and 5th lab, and you definitely should ignore cards and card slots. Labs are so much more important than cards and card slots right now. So that's the first thing. As far as what you're researching, game speed, lab speed, and attack speed, those are all good researches. Once you get your fourth lab, I'd probably say coins per kill. And it's too late. He has Poison Swamp already. And then for the fifth lab, you would probably want to see if you could afford to. Actually, I take that back. You have Golden Tower. Your fourth lab should be Golden Tower duration. And your fifth lab probably should be Golden Tower bonus. If you couldn't afford doing Golden Tower bonus or Golden Tower duration, I would say probably do coins per kill. You're going to want to do them all anyways, but that should be your focus, is especially getting those extra labs. What is the duration of your Golden Tower and Black Hole? Or cooldown, not duration, cooldown, excuse me. Okay, so you've already got them to level 6, and it's become 2 coin expensive for you. Okay. Then you would do coins per kill. Don't worry about coins per wave, just do coins per kill. And for your fifth lab, I would say either probably defense percent. If I remember correctly, defense percent isn't that expensive. Hey Exotic, how you doing? I did not get 4,000 or more gems every time I posted an update. It was about 2,000 gems, and it was just you click the gem box comes up and you click it. That's all you have to do. Say 430. So 270 seconds and 200 seconds. All you have to do is, and again, if Exotic, if you don't have the ad-free version, it's going to be much more difficult for you to get a lot of gems. I'm kind of curious now. Let me go look at my playlist. And at some points, I might have been saving my gems, Exotic. Yeah, so I usually play it on another device. And I just have a... If I'm playing it on my computer, I just have a click and get it. Yeah, that's going to be hard because you need to sync Golden Tower and Black Hole, Mohammed. And having a 430 Golden Tower and a 320 Black Hole, that's really awkward. I think you'd have to go down to a 420 Golden Tower. I mean, you're going to have to go to a 420. And I don't know how expensive that's going to be. And that would get you down to 260 seconds. And then you would want to get your Golden Tower is at 200 seconds. Oof. How would you sync that? Yeah, wait, Mohammed, don't do that yet. I'm trying to think how we would even sync that in a stone efficient way. I mean, you're gonna have to go to 420, I'm sure. But you'd have to go 420, and then you'd have to go down to 210 Black Hole. No, wait. No, not. It'd be 260, and you'd have to get to 130 on your Black Hole. It's better to quote the cooldowns in seconds, Mohammed, instead of minutes and seconds. Just total, because that's how the game represents it. 420. Yeah, I mean, that's the only way. You'd have to get Golden Tower to 150. That's going to be difficult. I would honestly recommend you don't spend any stones on your ultimate weapon until you can see what the next choice is for the next ultimate weapons. Your next 3 draws. And then you'll just have to come back here and let us know what your next 3 picks are plus what you have. Oh, it's shown for you 4 minutes 30? Oh, I thought it showed it in seconds. Yeah, it's true. He could. I guess he could do the 250. That's tough. I probably wouldn't even worried. I probably wouldn't even worry about sinking. I probably wouldn't worry about it until you know what your next 3 ultimate weapons are. And the one you're looking for is probably Death Wave. And if you get Death Wave, then it's going to be really interesting, because then you'd have to drop Death Wave down to whatever Golden Tower is. And I'm not liking any of the answers. I'd have to sit down and find you the cheap... Oh, boy. Okay, I still have my wings. That was close. You shouldn't wait. What you need to do is save up until you can... Because you can look at what your next choices are without picking. So you should save up, look at what your next choices are. And it's only when we know what your next choices are. Hey, Rubber Duck Sauce, how you doing? And Happy New Year, by the way. And it's only when we know what your next choices are that we can give you an... Because you could have your next choices and one of them could be Death Wave. And adding in Death Wave, I think, would be better than trying to get your Golden Tower and Black Hole synced right now. In my opinion. I'm actually kind of curious about what Exotic said. Yeah, goodbye, Wings. The good news is I'm basically full auto mode at this point because I have auto demon mode and I have auto nuke. So we don't have to sweat like I used to. Okay, I'm really curious about what Exotic said because I don't remember having like that many gems. So the second video I had less than 200 gems. The third video I had 2,000 gems, which I believe that was about a week between the videos. Yeah, it was over a week. And then I had 2,000 the next video, 1,000 the video after that, 1,500 for the video after that. Oh, 4,000. Oh, I remember this. I got this because I think I bought the Epic upgrade and it had a bunch of gems in it. And I think I was getting, I wasn't getting a lot of gems, but I'm getting some gems. Well, this is way back, Ghetto. He's talking about how did I get 4,000 gems for episode 7. And I'm trying to see if I even spent gems in episode 6. Because I remember there was a reason I saved up the 4,000 gems. Yeah, so what happened is, if you look at the end of episode 6... That's fine, Rocket Man. You made it here. Happy New Year. Muhammad, I actually honestly don't know. It's gonna be different for everybody. So I actually don't know what your best, what a good pace is, honestly. And it's also going to depend, Muhammad, did you purchase free to play? Did you purchase the 2x? And there go my demon mode. And did you purchase the 3x? because that's a 9x total multiplier right there. And so if you haven't purchased that, your pace is going to be very different than somebody who did purchase that. And we are going to have a watch party in Maria's Discord after this. So anyways, that we solved the mystery exotic. I saved up 1,500 gems, and then between the tournaments and all that, I got a... Okay, so Mohammed, your progress will be much slower, which as long as you're fine with that, there's no problem with that. Okay, I'm looking now. I don't know how I got all these gems. Maybe I bought gems. Or did I do the... was I messing around? Because back at the thing there, you used to be able to do things, They still have it. They had the offer wall. And I used to try doing things on the offer wall, and there some of them worked and some of them didn't. Yeah, because I messed around with the offer wall at the beginning of the game because I was trying to get some gems for my cards. And that's what I was doing too back then. I don't really do the offer wall because I kind of did all the good offers that I could find. And then, like, the ones I had left, like, a lot of them weren't paying out and stuff like that. So I don't know if the offer wall's, like, burst now or what. I don't really know. I know in the Discord, if you're looking for gems, people will post the good offer wall ones. But I don't really mess around with that anymore because after I did it a couple times and then, like, I started being unable to get, like, the good offers, at least for me, it seemed like I used up all the good ones. And I don't know if that's just the way it works. I also really didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, I play on Android too. Some of them, like, I found some that were just like, just play this other game for a while. And I'm like, and leave the browser window open. And I'm like, okay. And so that's what I did. And yeah, that's what I mean. Like, some of them, like, started to get, like, you had to actually buy stuff in the other game to get the gems and stuff like that. And that kind of stuff, I was like, nope. I wonder if I purchased gems. I don't remember purchasing gems.
Didn't you get a gift of them?
No, well, this is way back when I started. You couldn't gift anything when I started out. This is episode. He's talking about episode 7. Now I know episode 7 because I didn't spend my gems in episode 6, so that's where I got those from. I'm not sure where episode 8 and 9 came from. I know I specifically saved them up in episode 7 to have a big episode where I spent a bunch of gems. But I know I was messing around, like I said, with the offer wall back then. Huh. I didn't know that, Omega. Yeah, but Rocket was right. Like, some of them were like, not only did you have to try the game out, you had to do like a bunch of other stuff. And some of them were like, you had to actually literally like pay to get the progress. Like, you couldn't actually get that level of progress in the amount of time they gave you, or it was actually in there like you had to unlock this premium feature. If I remember right, it's been 2 years. And then again, once I got like kind of established, then I was like, yeah, I don't really want to deal with the like I got frustrated with the offer wall. I think that's how anything is, right? It starts out good, so they get you to do it, and then as you do the good offers, you're only left with the worst offers. And then the people that are really invested will do the worst offers to just keep getting something, you know? Exactly, Omega. Hook, hobby, have it. Yep. Seems like I had success with it for a while. Because even in episode 10, I was able to get some from the offer wall. And I know the tournament wasn't giving me, I don't think, that many gems back then. I don't know. Has anybody had any success with the offer wall now? Like I said, I haven't tried in a while because I got disappointed. So it looks like between episodes 8, 9, 10, and 11, I was able to get something out of the offer wall. Okay, we're out of stuff. All right, I have to wait for the next boss. We're totally out of abilities. Yeah, I'm out. Hey, Hamish, how you doing? I might get another energy shield charge. Well, Exotic, I was progressing so fast because at the very start of the game, like the very first thing I bought was the ad-free version. The second, and then after I bought the ad-free version, I immediately turned around and bought the 2X. Because to me, if I was going to play the game, there's no point not having that. And then I want to say by the third or fourth day, I went ahead and I bought the 3X multiplier. So I had the 9X multiplier basically from the beginning of the game. And if you aren't, I'm doing good. Oh, thank you, sorry. Yes, guys, please like the stream. And if you don't have the, like, I will say the gems didn't help as much as having the 9X multiplier. And if you don't have, if you start the game and you don't have the 9X multiplier, you're already at a huge disadvantage, right? Even if you watch all the advertisements and charge up your meter to have the 1.5X, I'm still progressing 6 times as fast as you. Yeah, apparently the offer wall thing didn't last for very long because it looks like for about a month I had a good offer wall. You should actually have faster progression than me because of the modules and stuff like that. I don't even remember what my progression was back then. Oh, and also back then, I didn't know how to play the game correctly. So a lot of what I was doing is you can get Bob to spawn up to 5 times per wave. So I wasn't doing like proper, like I would do like an overnight run, but a lot of the runs I was doing were to force spawn Bob. So I would do really short runs and try and get Bob 5 times. Yeah, and yeah, you have lab speed ups now too. The important thing is if you're trying to progress is to make sure you have a good plan, and also make sure that you pick good ultimate weapons. And I don't even feel like I was progressing that fast. I mean, again, I got lucky with the offer wall, I was at tier 10, it looks like. But I wasn't playing optimally. Well, you should have gotten at least something for the modules with 5,000 gems. Like, even if you got the not the epic, but the rare ones, you should still have those and use those, and those multipliers should still give you something, because you should have been able to upgrade them to at least epic, and I don't think you would go. I think you could get them to epic plus, because eventually you'll use the epic pluses as merge fodder for the other good ones. Oh, there we go. We're done. Oh, I'm rank 4. We'll see if I hold that rank.
Oh.
All right, now we get to play our favorite game, which is, are you ready for this game, Maria?
What game is it?
It's where we look at my tournament bracket and we see how much the other players stack up in it.
Mm.
So we try to forecast, will I hold 4th place? I also think exotic, a lot of it is when I started playing, there was only one place for me to put my gems. I didn't have to make the level of choices that you have to make today. So I think I had a much easier start. And honestly, I should have spent some of those gems rushing game speed. I don't know if I did or not. It was a long time ago. Oh, wait, you mean my games? Yeah, I need to fix this too. Thank you. I did everything but fix my game speed, but I'm trying to look at my bracket. Wow. Unless, like, something terrible happens, and anything can happen, I found the bracket.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. It gives me a power ranking of 5th for my bracket. So I'll get 4th or 5th. I might get top 4 if I'm really so it gives me it gives Shenyu, let's see where we're at. Yeah, so if you go to the tower.tools, on there is the tournament results thing, and it's called thetower.lol is the site. You can search, if you're in the top 1,000, you can search for your name there. It will bring up your, and if you're not in the top 1,000, if you're not in the top 1,000, you can search for somebody high in your bracket. They should be in the top 1,000, and you can find your bracket. At the bottom of the thing there, when you're browsing your bracket, there's something called like the player comparison. You copy that link, you go to that link, and it basically does a cross compare of everybody in your bracket. And so in there, there's 2 different rankings. There's one that's by the median, like the personal best wave, and the median. I don't know what it weights by, but it has a personal best, your median wave, your number of tourneys, your standard deviation, and your lowest score. That's one of them. According to that power bracket, top 2,500. Okay, that's nice. I am 4th. There's a secondary ranking that basically just ranks the most recent tournament, and according to that power ranking, I am 5th. Rubber, I mean, I feel like a sixth lab might happen. I don't see any reason. Let me put it this way. The player base wants a sixth lab, right? Yes, Skylar, if you go to this website, you can actually see, and it actually will do a cross compare of everybody in your bracket, and it will power rank you, so you can have an estimate of where you'll end up in the tournament. So I think it's a sixth lab is completely a possibility, especially what I think makes a sixth lab more possible now is we have auto labs. Will we get it anytime soon? It's impossible to say. It is up to Fuds and his whimsical nature. No, Skylar, it couldn't be with key unlocks because that would just let the rich get too much richer. Oh, a cell card. A cell card would be crazy, Ghetto. That would be insanity. You know that, Ghetto. Personally, I feel like they have some things they need to address with lab speedups before they give us a sixth lab. Yes, Sar, like I said, I got a good bracket. A cell comes from when you kill elites, and you use cells to do lab speedups, Mohammed. So when I come in here to my labs, you see how it says 4x? That's me using cells on it to do a speed up. Oh, a cell card. I wonder if they can use the art from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, you at least laughed at me, Maria. I still want a sixth lab, Omega. I'm glad I got that laugh from Maria because she's been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call them the Triforces, Muhammad, because they look like a Triforce. Yeah, but still, Muhammad, you should use them when you find them to boost your lab speed. The lab that's researching your lab speed, you should boost that one. And you will get more of them as you progress through the game. And Death Wave is the only ultimate weapon that can multiply the cells if it hits the elites. Okay, Sonic's probably, yeah, those three, okay. So my ranking is really going to depend on what I think this Yuri Necro, the Yuri Nico person, what they do, because I think this is the one I've seen before.
That's an
No,
interesting name.
that's a different person than the Euro. The Euro. No, Yuri is just B7. Oh, this is Papa Cheyenne. That's his official name. So there's also the Eero Nico, and they must not have done a run yet. Yeah, they're down here. So I'm gonna get fifth or sixth.
Nice. What's with those names?
What names?
The Yuri and Eroneko. Interesting names.
I wonder if that's too. No, maybe. I don't know. Okay, tier 17. Eero Nico isn't it Nico? Neko?
Neko.
Neko? They have beaten me before. Well, Yuri is a type of relationship or character in anime, right, Maria?
Yes.
Okay, that's why. And I'm Eero. I look. I think we all know what Eero is short for. And if you don't know, you're too young to know, and it's okay. You'll learn when you're older. Yeah, because they have. Yeah. So I'll probably get fifth. Fifth or sixth are the same, anyways. I think Ghetto is farming tier 14, but I'm not sure. The one thing I want them to change with the modules is I want them to change one thing when it comes to modules. I want the levels to be tied to the slot and not the module. Is Yuri lewd? I didn't think Yuri was lewd.
I mean, Yuri's 2 girls.
Oh, I guess it is. My bad.
Yeah.
Yes, it's erosion, Sar. There's a lot of erosion from all the friction they're gonna have.
Um,
Oh, I
or,
forgot that Yuri is when a woman loves a woman, and the way that only a woman can love a woman.
um,
I was thinking it was something else, like what are they? How do they classify the girls? Like what's the one? Yandere and what was?
oh yeah, those.
I thought it
Right.
was one of those classifications.
I see.
Yeah. What are the different types? There's like a whole list.
Yeah, there's like a dozen of them.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's the
Tsundere, yandere, kudere, dere, or what have you.
yes. Okay, I need examples of these personalities as they fit into Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z is the anime I know. You should not use your you should get the songs, Mohammed, because songs are a permanent coin boost. So you should have hold on, let me go to my event real quick. Also, I don't know why my event was broken and backwards, but it's whatever. The game's in perpetual beta, so you should always try to buy the themes. You should look at the previous relics that you don't have and see if they're good. In this case, you could probably pass on both of these. You should also purchase all the songs, because every one of these gives you a coin bonus. See 0.6, 0.6, 0.6. This is 0.4 and 0.8, and these all stack. You should not use your medals on any of this anymore, because you're likely not going to have enough medals left over anyways. See, we're all learning something today, chat. We're learning about types of people in anime. Yang Ire, also referred to as cute and psycho, is a Japanese term used to refer to normal people who suddenly become violent, sometimes due to past trauma.
Mm. Yeah, there is like good couple dozen of different deres.
Yes. If you're really curious, there's apparently a whole write up on this on TV Tropes.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some interesting Nico girls in my bracket, guys. I'm in danger.
Uh,
I'm disappointed that they changed their name, but didn't change their icon to use the cat icon like the other one does. Also, I keep running to Ironiku. I don't know why. I've seen her in my bracket so many times. That would be kind of interesting to have the bracket things like keep track of your nemesis. You know what I mean? Like somebody you keep encountering in your bracket and losing to, they become your nemesis. Um I mean I am sure bracket sniping could be a thing. If somebody was, and I mean, she's not Cassandra, so I don't know that she would be that obsessed with me. But if there's a will, there's a way. Exotic. So if somebody really wanted to, they could try. But it's one of those things like, hey Glenn, how you doing? And Happy New Year. You bet we will be streaming and we will be doing it. So Skylar, what they can do is they can use the site I just told you guys about and look me up. And they could look me up every tournament and wait until they find me in a bracket and then try and get into my bracket. Oh yeah, can somebody give Muhammad the? I have to do it. Hold on. I'll get it to you, Muhammad. 1 second. Let me find my 20 windows.
Indeed.
It would still be really difficult. I've ended up with brackets with people mostly on accident. I forget. I don't know. Don't you have moderator permissions in my? Didn't I give you mod permissions, Maria?
I don't think so.
Oh well, maybe that's why. Hold on. I probably should fix that. I thought I made you a mod. That way you can help me out when I stream. It's hard to do it all on your own, guys. But yeah, I don't think sniping is practical. Probably the best way you could try and snipe me would be to look at when I join the tournament and then set a timer for that time and join a tournament and see if I show up. That would be likely the best way you could snipe me if you wanted to.
Could you do the same to manipulate the bracket?
Maybe. I mean, okay, so if you're asking
in theory,
if you're asking, do you try and join when the bracket is weakest? The answer is yes. I did an analysis of when the bracket is the weakest, and I try to join when it's at the weakest point. But it's always kind of shifting a little bit.
yeah, but say in theory, like could like you and like say 300 of your friends join the same bracket and let somebody win to get the first place?
Yes, theoretically, yes. And it would only have to be 30 people. I've actually considered making 29 other accounts to be my best friend. And then we could all join the bracket at the same time. I'm kidding. It would, like just, but again, here's how much money you'd have to spend to make that happen. Like if you were just starting out in the game, okay? And you're like, okay, I want to get 30 accounts so we can all be bracket buddies. Okay?
Yes.
I'm Ghetto, I'm not surprised, right? In a game that's competitive like this, why wouldn't somebody do that, right? But I'll get into the problem with that. You're actually going to need more than 30 accounts, okay? Because of how the thing works. You're going to need... Yeah, exactly, Mac. I mean, and Omega's right. It is against the rules, I'm sure. But no, I'm not gonna. It's like, guys, you actually need more than that, because not only would I need 30 accounts, I would need, because six accounts get demoted, right? So I would need to have 36 accounts. Oh, you got the Discord link, right, Mohammed? Oh no, it's fine. You ask all the questions you want. If I don't know, I'll just tell you I don't know. But again, I'll be honest, I don't even think they would care that much. Because somebody who's devoted enough to make 36 tower accounts, pay $50 for each one, so he's already $1,800 in. This guy is like a baller among ballers. Like, I couldn't even imagine somebody spending $2,000 is just your entry point, okay, to do this with 36 accounts, because you need to have 36 minimum, okay? So you're already in $1,800. Then you have to actually try and make sure that all of them progress well enough that you can funnel them all into Legends, which means you can't be tournament stacking in copper or silver or gold or platinum or champion, because if they don't get strong enough to get to Legends, you're no good, right? It's not any good. Okay? So you have to get all of your 36 accounts, play them where they're strong enough to get them to Legends. Okay? So let's put a time bracket on it. You're playing your 36 accounts. It's probably going to take you at least a year to get to Legends. Hey Nicholas, how you doing? Yeah, this is exhausting. So now you have your 36 accounts in Legends. Okay, it's a year later. Now what you have to do is send in scouting accounts, right? Because you got to scout the bracket. And then you have to scout the bracket and make sure it's an empty bracket. If it's a bracket that's okay, 2 years. Yeah. If it's a bracket that's full, you're not going to want to send your 30 accounts, so you got to get it just right. So now you have your one scouting account watching that bracket, and you wait until it fills up, and then you send everybody in. And so yes, if you want to spend 2 years farming with 36 accounts, yes, you could fix it. And then I guarantee you, if somebody did this, Fuds would have words. We'd have something. I mean, honestly, to me, the easiest way to fix something like this is tournaments would become like round robin, where they'd have, like, you'd have 2 or 3. Yeah, there is a chance, Nicholas. There is a chance. And this also assumes, guys, that in 2 years there's not a Legends Plus bracket.
Yeah.
Hey Cole, how you doing? I need a little more information on that, Cole. So yes, there's totally a chance. Also, you have to have enough computer hardware to be able to run 36 tower accounts 24/7. By the way.
Yes. That is true.
I mean, Hamash, yes, but if you, again, that raises the cost of entry by a lot. Oh, well, first I maxed lab speed. And I don't know when I maxed these, and then I just kept researching. Wait, did I say his name wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it Hamish? I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. Yes, I condone Hamas. I think I said, I'm sorry, Hamish. I think I said your name wrong. But yes, you could also go buy people's accounts But again, I don't even want to think about how much it would cost to buy a Legends account. Oh, Hamish. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. I mean, yeah, you could do something like that, Mohammed, where you got like a thing. Oh, it's Scottish. I didn't know that. You know, one of my favorite things is reading Scottish Twitter, Hamish, and I never understood what you guys were saying, but you said it in such a nice way. It was so great. Granted, I play World of Warcraft, so like the dwarves are Scottish, right? But it was like we're going to market or something. I don't know how to do it. I can't do Scottish accent. I'm sorry. I'm probably an insult to your people. But you know what I mean. It's such a unique language. It's like you guys are living in medieval times still.
Hmm.
But yeah, you could have it. But I mean, but here's the problem. With having even 30 people playing round robin to take first place, Muhammad. 36. You're still better off with your average progress. Like if I had to round robin first place, I'm not getting that many stones, you know, compared to just doing the tournament normally.
Mm.
Yeah, the Indians had, what game was it?
Hmm?
I'm trying to think of the game, Maria, that had a lot of Native American culture in it.
The one
Oh,
with
the Torrent. The Torrent.
Ah,
Which is also World of Warcraft, so really not really straying far here.
yeah.
No, you don't really get more keys, Muhammad. I'm not GC. Grand Cross? Great GC. Golden Corral? Grand Cross? I don't know what GC is. Oh, we'll
the
call it.
Great Conspirator.
Oh, wait, Great Conspirator? No, I'm not the Great Conspirator.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Glass
Oh,
Cannon.
Glass. No, I'm hybrid. I'm sorry. Sorry, Hamish. I'm sitting here thinking like GC. Is that some kind of Scottish abbreviation? My bad. I was still thinking like Scottish words. No, I'm actually hybrid. Yeah, that's why I was saying, Rubber, you had to have at least 36 accounts and you had to cycle them. Because you have to have and it's 6 accounts that fall. Isn't it the last 6, not the last 4? Because I thought it was 6 that fell. Yeah, it's 6. So 6 get demoted every time. So that's why you have to 36, because you have to get those other ones promoted back to, you have to get them back into Legends. So you have like a cycle like this. You can't see me doing the cycle, but you guys have to believe me that I'm moving my arm in a cyclical manner, okay? My right arm. I mean, Hamish, it's difficult for me to switch straight to Glass Cannon. It's really difficult because to switch to Glass Cannon, I have to first be able to do a lot of damage. And so it's a gradual process to get to Glass Cannon. Whereas with Hybrid, I was actually able to run EHP in Champions. That's how I actually did Champions League. I was EHP. And even being Hybrid, I was basically able to still do Legends about this well with Hybrid. So yes, I do need to convert to Glass Cannon, but that comes with a lot of caveats. Yeah, fortunately for Galaxy Compressor, they call it G-Comp. I was sitting here because I was going on about Scottish Twitter. I'm like, GC, what is GC on Scottish Twitter? And that's all I could think about.
Yeah, I think the first thing that came into my mind was Grand Cross for some reason.
So exotic, I've never done Devo. I would never recommend Devo. I mean, you can try Orb Devo. I don't like Devo because I don't like the principle of Devo. I've always felt like the tower is a game where I should go in with my strongest tower possible and succeed. Yeah, Legends isn't viable for EHB, so I'm like converting. I'm converting to damage slowly, but I've been more focused on my economy because I'm doing depending like my success in Legends is not really based on my build as much as what bracket I get into. I've gotten from 13th place when I got a bad bracket with a lot of strong people, and I've also gotten as high as 6th place with a lot of weak people in a bracket. So, would being Glass Cannon be better for me overall? Absolutely. But it's going to take me such a long time to get there, and I need so much economy for card masteries. I finally started Super Tower card mastery just last tournament, and I got it up to rank level 3 research completed today. So so the card mastery requires so much econ that I'm still working on getting my golden tower to combo to plus 10. I got it to 8. I think I'm going to have to take it to 10 just so I have a buffer with being able to make sure I make enough coins for this card mastery. That's at least what I've been doing. And I don't know how so it just ticked over. That's why I have 1.3 quadrillion coins in the bank, because I just started researching Mastery 4. Well, I guess a little bit ago started researching. And now I have to save up for Mastery 5, and I have to see how much that is. I do have level 99 lab coin reduction, thank goodness. So the next, I have to get 4 quadrillion coins for the next one. 4. So I need to get 3. Am I even going to be able to do this? I'm concerned for my sanity. Okay, researching level 4. I have 9 days on the clock at 4x, which is 3 days. 3 days is 6 runs, which is 3 quadrillion. So I should barely have enough to keep this going. Barely. But on the good news, we're almost done with Super Tower bonus, so. And also Swamp Radius, so that's good. So I'll have 2 labs freeing up here, but I can't do expensive labs. I forgot, what am I going to do? No, not that one's far away. That one's a week. We'll figure that out next week. You're pretty close. Who's next? I do have a lot of research. I might have to do something cheap like damage per meter. That'd probably be a good one to consider, doing damage per meter. Just so I have something cheap. Because I'm not looking for something expensive to do right now. Yeah, because like I want to do the more scatter amp one, but I don't know how expensive this gets. And I don't want to get something into something too expensive right now. 60 days. I think I had, it wasn't the last Shatter Lab like 130 days? Oh, I could make, I could, okay, so we have two options. Yeah, I think it was 130 days. I could start on Ampy. Or I could do damage per meter. I think I'll start on Ampy. Ampy needs to get amped up. Yeah, let me check and make sure that's right. Because the Shatter Lab was really, it took a really long time. But again, Exotic, you have to remember, I do a 4x, so it's 130 4x, which is a month. A little over a month. 32 days. 32 and a half days if you want to get very specific. Yeah, it was 132 days, and this was with 99 lab speed, which I have. Plus, that's also including the relics I have that also speed it up. 132 days. But you have to remember, by the point you're researching this, because it costs 800 trillion. Well, that's 800 trillion with Redux 90 with Lab Coin Redux 99, which I also have. By the time you're researching this, you should be able to get at least 3x or 4x, probably closer to 4x. So you're really only looking at 30 days. 32.4 days, sorry. Well, wait, that's actually 132, so it'd be 33 days and like 7 minutes. Because it's 132 days and 33 minutes. All right, fine. It's 8 minutes. What was I thinking? So 33 days and 8 minutes. We're not going any lower than that. It is, but it's a really good research. I mean, even Super Tower Mastery, that one's not short. But again, it's not a whole. Yeah, well, it's yeah, but I mean, it's not that bad. And you can also spend gems to speed it up, because with the Shatter Lab, when I was all in on the Shatter Lab, I put some gems in it to speed it up. So yeah, like my Super Tower Mastery from right now is 120 days to finish the Super Tower Mastery. And the last lab, level 9, is going to take me 26 days. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to cost me 3,000 gems to speed it up. So when I start lab 8, which should take me, lab 8 should take about a week, I will be saving up 3,000 gems so I can make sure just to speed up the last, like once I start the Super Tower 9, I'm just going to finish it. There's no reason not to. The first lab I maxed was lab speed. It was the first one I maxed. I have a video on it. When do you want to watch the movie, Maria?
Whenever.
Does anybody want to join Maria's Discord? We're gonna watch a movie. Oh, I have to give you mod powers. I can't believe I didn't give you that. Where are you? Why are you not? You never talk in my chat.
I mean, I'm here on the voice, so.
Exotic giving everything. Yes, I would recommend fully auto lab speed. Like there was a question back at the start. Like when I started the game, the meta said take lab speed between 50 and 70. And I said, nope, not going to do that. I'm going to take it all the way to 99 because you can never go wrong with having more lab speed, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you have mod power. Did you get your notification of superpowers?
No. Oh, there it is. Okay. Blockbirds.
I mean, again, I can't imagine a reason not to max lab speed, but that's just my mentality, Exotic, right? If I'm playing this game and I'm worried about the return on investment of something like lab speed, in terms of like, oh, it'll never pay itself off in 2 years, right? Why am I playing this game? Am I planning on quitting this game in 2 years? Because when you and again, I won't say that mentality works for every research in this game. But to me, for lab speed, something that's fundamental as a mechanic of the game, as soon as you say something like, well, having 99 lab speed is going to take you like 10 years before you see any benefit from it, you've already basically boxed yourself in as playing the tower only for X number of years. And I would never look at my tower future that way. I'm going to build a tower so grandiose, I'm going to put it in my will, and it will be willed from generations to generations.
Nice.
I honestly wonder about that. Not about not about how to write a will to will the tower. I will figure that out with my attorney. But are we gonna have games where we can hand them down like that? Because I feel like we're gonna be the people that have had digital stuff that actually could cross generational lines. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Back in the 2000s, nobody had a Steam account that had a bunch of games on it to hand down. You know what I mean? You had physical games in your
Yeah.
mansion. I mean, I'm sorry, you had physical games in your computer lab in your mansion, and you willed your mansion with the computer lab to somebody. You know what I mean? We don't
Mm-hmm.
have mansions anymore. Our mansions are in our Steam accounts. And
Yeah, you cannot will Steam accounts.
you
They
can't.
they yeah, you cannot pass it on to somebody else after you perish.
I understand. I'm not trying to get into the nuance of digital ownership of whether or not it's realistic or not.
I mean,
Um,
Valve said so.
huh?
Valve said so that you cannot
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, you can just give out the username and password, but
So look it.
other than that,
When they say you can't, they mean you can't tell them.
mm,
I mean, Muhammad, Marie and I have played the Pixel remaster of Nintendo games, and we have enjoyed it. And
mm,
and again, it is a hard question to ask. Is that nostalgia that we have for that time period because we played these games as kids? Or are they really good games? I mean, you can make that argument either way, right? You know what I mean?
yes.
I mean, and the problem is, you know what my age is on Steam, Maria?
What?
January 1st, 1904.
1904?
Yeah. Because they always ask my age to look at this stuff. So
Right.
I always make myself the oldest person possible. So I hope they never close my Valve account because he has died.
That would be something.
Clearly, he can't be alive anymore. He'd be 120.
Yeah.
Or I'm turning 125. Or excuse me, I'm turning 121 this year. The funny thing is, I have a friend, and my friend decided to have a kid, and I asked him. I said, have you tried playing any games with your son? Because to me, that's yeah, it's almost my birthday. I'm gonna be 121. Really, Maria?
No, that's not true.
And so I had a discussion with him just the other day. We were talking about this. I said, "Has your son taken any interest in Any of the classic games you've played and enjoyed? And he told me point blank, no. Nope. He'll start playing a game. And so for the record, he's like in elementary school. And if something doesn't happen within 3 minutes, he's bored.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
One of those.
And so I don't know if that's indicative of his generation or not. Like, I don't know if it's a generational thing. No, 121 is the new 21 new. And 131 is the new 31.
Mm.
So I don't really know if that's like a him problem or a generational problem, or if he is just that type of kid, you know? And I'll say some of it, for me at least, why did I enjoy these games so much? I didn't have any other games to play, to be honest, you know?
Yes.
So I feel like that was a lot of it. And my friend told me, he's like, yeah, he has 30 Switch games that he doesn't play. And I was like, 30 Switch games? Because I asked him, I said, hey, have you tried setting him up with an emulator? Which, like, this would be my childhood dream, guys. I asked him, have you considered giving him an emulator with, like, every Super Nintendo game that has ever existed? And for the record, I know how many there are, at least according to this one collection. It's about 8,000. And I asked him that. I said, and he's like, nope, he wouldn't have any interest in it. And like, if you had a device and you could go back in time and you could give it to me as a kid and it had 8,000 Super Nintendo games on it, I would never have been bored. Ever.
Yep.
I can't even fathom. And again, I don't know, like you got to remember that this experience is anecdotal. As in, my knowledge of this is I have one friend who has a kid. I have another friend who has a kid, but I haven't asked him about this yet because his kid hasn't started hasn't even started pre-K yet, so he's like too young. I heard that kids can't really play video games around 2 to 3 years old, so I kind of have given up on his kid. But when his kid gets older, I can ungive up on his kid and we can conduct the same experiment. I wonder that too, Ghetto. Is there just too much at your fingertips entertainment now where the old games aren't as enjoyable? I don't know the answer to that. And again, I am a lot of my experiences are colored by nostalgia. Like, I will tell you, the game I played probably the most as a kid. You know what game it is, Maria. What game is it?
Kingsfield?
No.
Final Fantasy 4?
What?
Final Fantasy 4?
Well, that was later. That was when I was older. I'm talking about when I was younger. I'm talking about like the game I played the most when I was in elementary school, because that's how old my friend's kid is. And it's weird because I remember playing Final Fantasy 2, which was Final Fantasy 4 in elementary school, but that wasn't the game.
I see.
All right, do you want a hint?
Please.
Okay, I gave you a hint.
Oh. Funny thing, I have not played those games at all.
It's okay. What game is it?
Dragon Quest.
Yes, Dragon and specifically Dragon Quest 3. And do you know why it was Dragon Quest III?
Why?
Because unlike and honestly, the reason it wasn't Final Fantasy is because I just didn't know about Final Fantasy. The way I got a lot of my games as a kid was my dad had a friend that played NES games, and he would sell them to my dad. So I got like the hand me downs. Like that was how I got video games. They were hand me down from somebody my dad knew that he bought them off for. I'm assuming he bought them for cheap. So
Right.
the reason I played this game so much is the Thank you, Rubber. Wait a second. I'm 20. I'm 121, but I look like I'm 21. That's what Maria likes about me. I still look like I'm 21. But I played it so much because unlike Final Fantasy II, which Final Fantasy II had a much better story than Dragon Quest III. Dragon Quest III wasn't like the king of storytelling. Was that you could make your own party. So I would make a character. You always had a hero. So I was always the hero because in my mind, I was like, especially as a kid, I was always the hero in these games. But I could make a party of actual other classes and build my own group, and then play the game with them. And for some reason, as a kid, I really enjoyed the concept of being able to make my own party with customizable characters over a game like. And don't get me wrong, I love Chrono Trigger too. No, I'm not saying I don't love Chrono Trigger. But in elementary school, it was Dragon Quest III, baby. Just because I didn't get Chrono Trigger until I was much older. I absolutely love Chrono Trigger, and we will be playing Chrono Trigger at some point. I don't know when, because Maria has never played Chrono Trigger, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how you haven't played. You're a Final Fantasy fan. You haven't played Chrono Trigger, Maria. It like fries my brain.
No, I mean I haven't played like any other Square games really.
Really?
Mm.
But that was the game I played because it was so customizable. And Dragon Quest had the class system, the class change system. So like you could level up to the Shrine of Dharma, and you could change your class. So I could so I would go, and so I'd always play the game with and you could even choose the gender of your characters, which was actually really cool back then. But like I was not in kindergarten, but I was in elementary school, so it was all dudes. Sorry, Maria, I was not like. I think it was more. Well, I would. I was gonna say I was. I don't know how to describe it because I did play with some girls around that age that were in our neighborhood, and we all had fun together. It was never a big thing, but in my fantasy world, it was just all guys doing stuff. We were like I was like the He-Man Woman Haters Club. I don't know why it was like that. I mean, considering how old the game is, the ability to be either male or female is very. It's a very unique thing that a lot of games didn't offer. So for the time, it was a very unique experience to be able to. You could make a party of all girls if you wanted to, and that was very unique. Though the funny thing was, even though if you said you were a girl as the hero, everybody still called you the son of Ortega, who was your dad. Like I watch You Can Beat Video Games. Like I'll watch his channel, and one of his playthroughs is Dragon. It was I think his is labeled as Dragon Warrior 3 because in North America it was called Dragon Warrior. In Japan it was called Dragon Quest. When they went to bring Dragon Quest over to North America, there was like a really niche like tabletop game called Dragon Quest, and they renamed it Dragon Warrior.
What the kind young man she was.
Yeah, pretty much. And honestly, that's one of the funniest gags in there. Is he made his hero a female in the playthrough, and one of the funniest things about it is every time it's like, "No, I'm not Ortega's son. I'm his daughter. Can't you see? Do I need to take my armor off?" It's so funny. But yeah, that was the game I played so much in elementary school. And Maria and I both played this one game, and I still can't believe it to this day. What game was it, Maria?
Mm, it was the Secret of Mana.
I mean, we probably both played that, but I'm thinking the other game.
Oh, other game?
Yeah, the other game. Did you really play Secret of Mana as a kid?
No, I mean, didn't we play it on Steam?
No, we didn't. Did we?
Oh, then I'm remembering wrong.
I know I beat it on Steam, but I did, but it didn't have like online multiplayer, so I don't know that we tried it. Because remember, I bought it thinking it was going to be like online multiplayer, and it was online the Steam thing, and we never tried it.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have tried the online Steam, whatever it's called thing, and it sucked. At least for us trying to play the same game, it sucked.
Yeah, the couch co-op kind of sucks.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know why it sucks, but we didn't have a good experience with it. It ends with a gate, Maria.
Oh, Shadowgate?
Shadowgate, the game that taught you English. Tell them how you had to play Shadowgate.
Well, I kind of had to like, because I think I was in, let's see, third or fourth grade. And because I really didn't know English so well, I had to like play the game at home, write down things, and then take the paper to my English teacher at school and ask her to like translate them.
Yeah. I was so amazed that she played Shadowgate and I played Shadowgate as a kid. Because it's a pretty obscure NES game.
Yeah. But niche.
Yeah. And yeah, Omega, it's basically, yes, you're very right. So you get double the input lag. We tried it. It just like was terrible.
Yeah.
We tried it with Vampire Survivors and we tried it with Anscott Dryball or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it had like quite high lag.
Yeah, it was like I tried my best to like it because we were playing Ants Got My Eyeball. I'm like, Maria, this is just not enjoyable to play.
Yeah.
It's so the input delay is so bad. But are you ready
Yeah, I
to
don't know.
host? You ready? We got to have our New Year's movie.
Yeah. I made the channel and everything.
See if you can post the link in the chat.
Yes, I will try. I mean, if you had the perms, it should go there. Yeah, I made channels and everything.
Okay, guys. So Maria posted a link. You are welcome to join us. And I think we will be ending the stream and we will be getting ready to... Oh. We will be getting ready to watch the movie in a moment here. This is not the official end of the stream yet. Oh, I'm dumb. But we're going to have a good time bringing in the new year. Also, I'm going to get something to eat for the movie. Discord thinks I'm a robot.
Um,
Oh, hey.
oh,
This is not going to be a hostile takeover, Sar. This is what is it when two different nations work together? Oh, is it the movie
coalition.
night room?
Yes.
Okay.
Movie night.
Okay, guys. But once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day and a happy new year. Goodbye, everybody. And if you want,
Goodbye.
come join us for the movie. If not, have a great time. Goodbye.
Bye.
And happy new year, everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year.